Hello friends, it's Sherry. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and welcome to Thrifty Thursday. Just want to let you know that this is an open collab hosted by me, and I have all the participants that I know of listed in my description box. So if you would like to see other videos where people are showing their crafty goodies, junk journal thrifting, and other, repurposing type thrifting, just click on the links in my description box and see if anyone has posted anything new. So yeah, usually most of them do. Some of them don't do every week, but check it out. I'm sure you can find, maybe you haven't seen all their videos and you want to go back a little bit. So anyway, I've got some books today. I only went to one. Would you believe I only went to one thrift store in the past week one time? Yeah, I've just been trying to get things in my house organized that I already, have brought home. So I'm trying not to go so much right now, but I did go one time and I'm itching to go maybe tomorrow or the next day or both. So I should have some more goodies for you this week. And I'll show you, let's see, all of these things right here I already had, but I hadn't showed you. And then this little pile over here is what I bought at the thrift store. There's one book. Oh, I didn't bring it in here. It's a Raggedy Ann book, but I'm keeping that. Maybe I'll go grab it for you. Just 1 second, because it's really cute. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I just remembered I hadn't brought this in here because I was keeping it, and I was like, but I should have brought it in here. Anyway, super cute little golden book of Raggedy Ann and Andy. And I definitely wanted to make a journal out of this. I think I have some other Raggedy Ann and Andy things, and especially Raggedy Ann, so I'll have to round those things up and get them together in one place and eventually make a journal out of this. But it's super cute. 69 cents was the original price. The cover's in really excellent shape as far as I'm concerned. And it's from 1979. There's nothing wrong with the pages. You can tell they're aging a little bit, except for this one page right here is loose. I think this is the last page. Yeah, it was actually torn. This was actually torn out, I guess. It wasn't it? Because here's the tear mark right there. But it's torn pretty clean, except for right there. Anyway, all the pages are here. So no writing or anything like that. So yeah, I thought this was just the cutest Raggedy Ann book. So eventually that will be a journal. And then here's the other things that I said. I had these already. Like, I didn't just go get these at the thrift store, but I have a pile of books that I kind of sorted through, and I know they're books I never showed you because I had them before I started my YouTube channel. You know what I mean? So I have have a pile of books that meet that meet that criteria. So the first three here, and all these, no, these are listed right here. So, and I've got all the books listed that I showed you last week. I did finish listing those in my last night in my Etsy. But I listed these together. I was going to list them separate. I thought, these would be just nice for someone to pick up as gifts. They're all really nice books. So like this one is Peace and Goodwill. So it's kind of like Christmassy. There's a dove on the front. And they're all like really new looking. They're not vintage. But this one has, the only thing I saw, like they all look new, you know what I mean? But like this one has a little inscription here or sentiment written by someone that gave it as a gift. But the pages are really, perfect here, as you can see. It still looks new. I did get these from the thrift store, but I just thought they would make nice gifts. This one, The Heart of Mother. And they would make nice journals too if you wanted to make a journal out of these. I mean, they're nice little books. So they're like this one is, I put the sizes in the listing, but like this one is only 5 3/4 inches wide. This one is about the same, just under 5 3/4 inches, but isn't it pretty? It would make a nice journal for a mother, right? The Heart of Mother. So this one I don't think had any writing or anything in it. It's just like brand new, pretty much. And you have all these pretty pink and white pages. So very nice. All about mothers and daughters, and mostly, I just saw the word daughter, but all about mothers, and there's some Bible verses in there and everything. So really nice little book. And this one's really nice. If you know Sandy Patty and Larnell Harris, she doesn't, I don't think I really hear her much anymore, but she used to be really popular a long time ago, and beautiful singer, and they sing very well. They sang a lot together too. And so this is I've Just Seen Jesus. I think that's the name of one of her songs, or their songs. So it's a nice book here. It has, let's see, it's here, it says includes a CD and lyrics. And so here is different things. Let's see, I'm trying to see if they're okay. So it's just different things in here about you know, there's different little stories in here. Okay, I see what it is. The little stories, you know, probably inspirational, religious, things like that. And then in the back here is, like, this was never, I can tell, like the flap is still in there. This was never removed. The CD is still in here. So, well, I thought, wow. I mean, I forgot, you know, like I said, I clean these things out of and sorted through my books. I'm trying to decide which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm going to sell, because I've had these for a long time now, and I need to, you know, part with some because I keep bringing them home. So when I went to list this one, I was like, oh, Sandy Patty, wow, this is neat. And I looked and the CD was still there. I'm like, oh my goodness, what a nice book. So those three are one listing as a little kind of like bundle. Okay, so these I'm starting to list this week, and I've already got the pictures taken of these four right here, and then I'll be working on these, but I've got to finish the listing on these four that I just showed you. I've got the pictures taken, but I've got to fill out the details, but I'll be working on that in the next day or two, and then work on these. But this is a neat little, it's called Spiderwick, you know, Spiderwick Chronicles, the books that you can read. This is a little notebook, and I thought, when I saw this, I remember bringing this home, and I thought it's so kind of rustic and rugged looking. It looks like an old rugged notebook, but this is how it was supposed to look. This is how it was made, and it's actually like a journal already. And so I brought it home from the store. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I haven't done anything with it. So I decided to put it in my shop. But the only thing I see, I mean, everything looks brand new in here, except for someone wrote that right here. Now I thought, well, someone could get this and just tear that out, right? If they don't like it, or you can put it, get another piece of paper that you like, and put it right over, glue it right over here, and so you won't even see. Or you could try to erase it, but I don't think you can. Probably it's pencil, but I don't think you can erase it all the way. But if it were me, I think I would just glue a piece of paper over there and make it look like brand new. But I didn't want to, you know, like I didn't want to tear it out or anything. And it has this nice picture over here too, so it's really neat. Like if you look here, all the pages are meant to be, you know, they have different things like that you can, they give you ideas for what to write. Like here's a chart of observation of my own fantastical creatures. So like this would be perfect for a Spiderwick fan, because they would be more in tune to more in tune to the prompts here. I'm going to call them prompts. More in tune to the prompts, because they have a lot to do, or everything to do, with the Spiderwick books. See all the blank space here for doing different things. Friends, trading cards. Just really cool. If I was a Spiderwick fan, this would be awesome. Is this a drawing? Or this is, no, this is printed here. It's not, somebody didn't do that. That's a drawing. It says Putting Toe Drawing by Sam M. But that is part of the book. That nobody put that in there. So even though it looks like it was put in there, it wasn't. That is printed on that page. So anyway, really neat little book, I thought. So that will be listed, and it doesn't have a copyright. I mean, it might have a copyright, but let me see if it actually does. I don't think I looked for a copyright in here yet, because I haven't listed it yet. Let me see if it actually has a copyright. Oh, it does. 2005 on that. So in the 3 gift books, I have everything. Those are already listed, so I already have the sizes and I think I put the dates in there. They're all, like I said, they're not vintage though, so it doesn't really matter, I don't think. So this one, The Buttons and the Pet Parade. So this is a vintage little basic reader. After Basic Reader, it's called. Button Family Adventures. And I just thought this was a cute book. Oh, it's a library pocket, so I guess it was a library book. Nice and clean one too. So here's the cute pictures. Nice little reader and storybook. So this is really cute. So this could be bought, purchased for someone to read, a young reader, kind of a beginning reader, or it could be made into a journal. And it's 1961. I'm going to tell you the width. I'm going to tell you, okay, the width with the spine is just barely over 6 inches, but without the spine, if you're going to make this into a journal, say you take the spine off, it's just under 6 inches. So that's really a nice size, because when you fold, say you're going to make papers, fold papers that are 8.5 by 11 in half. So 11 divided by 2 is 5.5, right? So this is the perfect width for, a journal, really, because you can fold those papers in half and not have any scraps to cut off. And the length is about 8 inches. You might have to cut a sliver off to, because 8.5 by 11. So yeah, you'll have to cut off a ½ inch plus a little sliver type thing. So anyway, I just wanted to say that in case you, I think about those things when I buy books. I try to think about those things. Like I like that size. It's the perfect size, really. And you can fit. The thing about it is you can fit everything in here. You know what I mean? If you get a big card, you can fit it in here. You can put little pictures. You can put a 4x6 picture in here. It's just, you can put anything in a journal this size. So I really like that size. Here's another one too. It's about the same size. It might be a little wider without the, it's about the same size. Okay, so Never Alone. I just thought this was a pretty cover, and it would be a beautiful journal. It's like pristine almost, like new, like nobody ever used it. And I think it's vintage though. Look how beautiful. Here's a writing where somebody gave it as a gift in 1976. Let's see what the copyright is. Never Alone. 1950, 60, 70, 81. 50, wait a minute. 1950, 60, 70. Oh, 76. 76, sorry. I thought that was an X and it's a V. I had to figure out the Roman numerals there for a second. But yeah, really, really nice book. It has these beautiful end papers here. And, oh, I see someone has underlined certain things maybe that they liked in here. Little quotes. But that's okay. That's okay. But it's a beautiful book with the little flowers. People definitely, someone definitely underlined their favorite things here, I guess. But they did it neatly, so beautiful flower there. Little butterflies are throughout, looks like. So yeah, very nice book. I think it would be a nice gift too, or to make into a journal. And so here's another one. Missing Pages. I think it's called Missing Pages. Secrets of Mary's Bookshop. That sounds like an interesting story for one. Oh, it's by Guidepost, so that would be like a Christian story. And, background. Maybe there's some verses or something in here. Let's see. Guidepost, it says right there. Copyright is 2013. Wow, when did I buy this? Well, I started making journals in 2015, so that would be about right. So it's not vintage. So let's just see what kind of, mostly text here on these pages. It probably is a nice story to read. A nice clean story since it's by Guideposts. But yeah, okay, cool. I remember buying books like this, just because of the cover. If I like the cover, that was a big reason for me to buy a book. So, and this has a nice little kind of old-fashioned kind of small town little down, it looks like my downtown actually, almost. We don't have flags up right now. We have Christmas lights, but yeah, one of those little towns where you drive through and you see all these cute little storefronts. So really neat, really neat. So that's a nice book. Now this one I did find at a thrift store, I think. think I found this at a thrift store, but I think I bought it because I remember that we had one. I don't know if someone gave it to us like as a used book or gave it to our family or what, because I know there was a family that had in our church that had kids that are a little bit older than us, and they would give us their like hand-me-down toys and books once in a while. And I remember a book exactly like this, Daniel Boone, and I remember reading it, scholastic book. And I know it wasn't my kids because my kids never had this book, so it was me and my brothers had this book. And I know I read it when I was a kid, but I saw it in the thrift store and I was like, oh, Daniel Boone, I have to get that. That's the same book we had when I was a kid. But here I'm parting with it now. But really cool vintage paperback. So it's got some damage here where someone took a bite out of it right there. No, it's probably just a wear spot. But 35 cents. Let's see how old it actually is. There's a little writing right there. Not sure what it says. But what year is this from? 1962. Fourth printing, 1962. Very interesting. And then this one is cute, especially if you're a dog and cat lover, which most people are. I mean, I like cats and dogs, so I used to be just a dog lover, and then I got a cat and I became a cat lover too. So dog and cats, and most animals. Angus and the cat. So this is cute. This would be a nice different kind of shaped journal if you wanted to make a journal out of this. I'm sure I bought it because I thought it was cute. And if you just wanted to use the pages or just have a book, oh look at the pretty pages about cats and dogs for your child or your collection. Very nice. So cute. I know my son, well, Jazzy went back to live with my son. We were watching her. If you watch my videos, you heard me talking about Jazzy and watching Jazzy for a bit. But he's gone back, she has gone back to live with my son now, and I miss her. But it was nice to have her here we had her here for a few months until he got back, into his house. So 1931. Wow, this is old. I didn't realize this is in such good shape. Did you see that? It's got a little wear here. Okay, so the spine is together. But the backing, the covering over it, like this part is off of it, and it starts here and here. So that's the only wear I see. I was going to almost say it looks like brand new almost. The corners are a little worn, but it's together. And the pages, I only saw, what did I see? Did I see writing in here? No, this one didn't have any writing. I can't believe that date. Oh, here we go. Here's a little bit of damage here. Some of the paper's torn off right there. Early Start Book Club. I just can't believe that date. Let me look at it again to make sure I looked at it right. 1931. Do I see any other dates here? I do not. I really do not. There's no other dates. I just can't believe it's that old. I guess it could be. I mean, there's no barcode on here, so there you go. I'm going to list it. It won't be very expensive, though, because of the damage, so it's just going to be a few dollars. Even though it's so old, I'm not going to, charge a lot for it. So these are my gems this week. These I just got. These three I just found at the thrift store, and the Raggedy Ann book. That's all I got this week. So this flower book is beautiful, and I think I have one, or I know I have one, but I think I might have two, so that's why I'm putting this one in my shop. But I love these little flower guides. They're so pretty. First of all, the cover, and they're usually older than I think they are. This one, somebody wrote their name right here with the date 1969, but I think it's older than that. Look at these pretty pages right from the beginning. Let's see, where did I see the date? Okay, I think I saw it right down here. Shoot. It'll be in the listing. I can't see it. I can see it through my camera with the magnifying glass. Not the magnifying glass, but you know how the camera magnifies things. But I cannot see that. It's very light and it's very small. So it'll be in the listing, but this is very vintage little flower guide. A guide to familiar American flowers. Let me just show you. The one I've used in journals, but I was thinking about recently. Just, I want to get it out, the one or two that I have, and just make some journaling cards. I remember separating the flowers from the words, and so of course it's hard to choose if you are making journaling cards, but I really do want to make some journaling cards. Just take the pages out, put some writing paper on one or the other side, and sew around and make some little like tags or journaling cards. I think that would be just cool, simple and pretty, right? So, and this is just a beautiful one. So this is going to, I already took the pictures on this one. I just had to finish the listing. These two too, let's see, which one shall I show you first? Let me show you this one, because this is the oldest one. This is the oldest book I've ever found right here. I couldn't believe the date when I saw it. So this is 5 Little Peppers and How They Grow. Very, very old. So look at the pretty cover. I think this used to be darker. I searched high and low and found one other one on Etsy, and this black was a little darker, so this one's a little lighter. And then, so you can see the wear right here on the spine, and here's the back cover. It's in for its age, right here it says 1963, but what did I see? I thought I saw an 18. Oh, this one didn't have a date. Wait a minute. Yes, it did. I found a date in here. I couldn't find the date at first, and then I found it. That's right, because these pages kind of stick together. Okay, here it is, and it's very clear. It says 1909 is the most recent date, because there's 2 dates here. One says 1881, and the next one says 1909. Right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just holding it up in case you can. Right here, the second line. So this is 1909. So this is an antique, very, way over an antique type of book. And of course it's worn. Here's a loose page. Here's this is, let's see, I don't want to pull on anything, but here it's coming apart. It's not apart, it's together, but it's, it's not, it's still attached. Let me put it that way. And I don't want to like even open it too much, like, and pull anything out. So I'm being very careful with it. I'm just showing you there's a lot of text in here about the 5 little peppers, apparently. And here's a little advertisement back here for the 5 little pepper. It's almost a tongue twister. But here's a little advertisement for the 5 Little Peppers book. Here's some more list of the pepper books. It says famous pepper books. But anyway, isn't that neat? I couldn't believe it when I found it. I was like, why is it still here? Why am I the only one that buys these cool old books, right? I love it. So that is going in my shop. So if you're interested, let me know in these old books. I don't know how much to charge for this one. I did find one other one, and that was it. Like, these got to be rare, right? I mean, how many are floating around, these old 1909 books? There can't be many out there. Same with this one. I didn't find any others of this because there's probably none out there. Okay, if there is, somebody's got it and it's not on Etsy. So this is a hymn book. You can see it fits in my hand. It's called a hymn book. So there's a pattern here on the front, and there's, a little hole right there. But doesn't it look good for this really old book? So let me tell you the copyright. Let me show you if you can see it. I'm going to, again, being very careful because I'm sure it's very delicate. Okay, it's called Hymn Book right here. Methodist Episcopal Church South, it says. And then right here is the copyright, the very bottom number right down here. And I will say it in a second, but I want to show you first. And I'll tell you, yes, you are seeing right if you can see it. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can. The way the light, I know there's a shadow over it. 1801. 1801. 1801, 1901, 2001, 2021. Oh, this is an old book right here. I mean, I just like, I was like, that can't be right when I saw it. Does it really say 1801? I showed it to my husband. He's like, 1801? He had to look at it. He was reading everything. I was like, why are you reading anything? I just want to show you the date. He was like, he was amazed too. But it's called a hymn book. but it's not your typical, like, you know, hymn book with the music notes and the words in the middle of the notes and all that. It's not that. It's just, it says for public worship, and it has the words. So I don't know, like, how they knew the tunes of these. You know what I mean? Maybe they had, you know, I don't know, and I don't know why it's so small. You know what our hymn books, you know, hymn books have looked like about the same size for, you know, 6 by 8 or whatever it is. 5 by 7, no, more like 5 by 8 or 6 by 8 or something like that. But anyway, you know, why is it so small? Why are there no notes in here and things like that? There's just words, and it has the title, and you know, it has numbers. And so I just thought it was the most interesting little book I've ever, and oldest book, of course, that I've ever seen. There's a paper clip here, and I left it. Like I said, I'm being very careful. I don't even want to remove this paper clip for fear that something will tear. Here's some hair in here, and I left it. Little blonde hair right here. There is hair in here, and I left it. I'm leaving it just like I found it. And it is, see, it's together except for right here in the middle. These pages are apart, and I received it like this. I didn't break it. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why they gave it to the thrift store. Like, they were like, this is no good. It's coming apart. But I was like, oh my goodness. My husband was like, someone gave that to the thrift store and just got rid of it. How could they not keep that? You know, keep it in the family or something. It's just like, I just, to me, it's like precious. You know what I mean? So but I'm not keeping it. I bought it to sell it. I bought it to sell it or make a journal out of it, but I'm not going to make a journal out of it. I'm going to put it in my shop because I have lots of book covers, and so you know, I'm trying to behave and not keep all the books that I bring home. So these two oldies right here are going to my shop. If you want them, I don't, like, again, I don't know how much to charge for this because it's coming apart. Yeah, but it's like rare. It's like there's no others out there, or if there are, they're rare, right? So I'm not saying I'm going to charge a lot for it. I just would, you know, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, if you want to make me an offer on it, otherwise you'll see it in my shop, and I will. That's it. That's all I have to show you this week. I hope you enjoyed my goodies. I enjoyed finding them, and these were like buried treasure. So I'm so glad I went that day and found them. I was like thrilled when I found them. So thanks for watching today. Hope you enjoyed my goodies, and I will see y'all next time. Happy Thrifty Thursday, and be sure to check out the other participants. Thank you so much for all your support, everybody. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all my YouTube friends and my Etsy customers and everybody, and people that comment and that are not even subbies. I just appreciate everybody. I want you to know that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting.